Who's helping you? Okay. Okay. I will ask if it's too busy, I'll take my helmet off. Okay, I'll do it. I appreciate that. You're better off with overcast, really. Yeah. Started off with it. Well, I'm not on that. I called over truck full of ice. I was here all day. Sprayed the whole area. I know, right? I don't really need it right now. Is what I'm doing. It's a track. It's getting harder. Right now, it's quick fight now. Yeah, I know. And I don't think I'm sliding. Hell no. Thanks for shutting me off. No, all good. I understand that. It's all good. That's cool. It ain't my first rodeo. But it's fine. I don't want to go racing on no wet racetrack either. I have. It's okay. It's okay. You're fishing me here. Feel like a fish. Oh, I've been on here since right here. That's where it's open. Oh, that's fine. I don't need to break it. Let that thing roll out. Hey, did you get his water? Yeah.
Hello to the 11 people that are here. I'm at the Silver Dollar Motorsports Park in Reynolds, Georgia, and we're at the drag racing event with All Harley Drag Racing Association. We've got people down the track there. Because we had so much rain last night, the water is wicking up through the asphalt. Or is that concrete? Good grief. It's concrete. Just looks like asphalt because they've got that slick surface or that sticky surface on it. Anyway, it's wicking up. So they're having to dry the strip every so often just to make sure nobody gets squirrely on any water. which is super appreciated. There's the tree, got the starting line, and we've got the bikes. Top Fuel just ran. Oh boy.
By the way, turn it in, please.
That sucks, man. Okay, so Sushi just ran. He's running a bike from Finland. I believe he's running Samu's bike, but I think Sushi is from Norway or Sweden. He ran. I didn't get him, unfortunately. I was fussing with my phone. They did that one run. He ran against a Nitro Funny Bike. I didn't get the number, but I've got a video of them doing their burnouts before. I'll post that. I just didn't get the actual run, so I missed the money shot. I apologize. Hello, Jude. Yeah, these are drag bikes, and I think there's only one Top Fuel, and they already ran. He'll be running again in about 2 hours. We've got some Nitro Funny Bikes. We've got Pro Fuel, Pro Mod, and then a whole bunch of street bikes. And we had some little tiny bikes, like little itty bitty bikes with kids and adults. It was kind of funny to watch. Big old, regular sized men on a bike that's built for someone smaller than me. Yes, drag racing motorcycles for sure. But we have to take a break every so often because there's water wicking up through the drag strip from all the rain we got last night. I mean, it came down hard and fast. Thankfully, it's a beautiful sunny day today. We did lose some track time yesterday due to rain, but look at the sky. It's just gorgeous. I don't know that we're expecting any more rain today. I don't know what the wind situation is supposed to be. It's a little bit breezy, but it's not so bad that it's going to blow the bikes around on the track, at least not right now. I don't think there's anything scarier than being on a missile with two wheels and having the wind blow you up against the barrier. Hopefully we'll get started. I'm just going to stay live. I'm American, and this is in the United States. It's running in Georgia, All Harley Drag Racing Association, in good old Georgia, USA. Are you UK? Okay. Do you guys have a lot of drag racing over there? Awesome. Good deal. Have you ever seen the Top Fuel bikes run, like in person? Oh, wow. You got to give that a go. Check out their schedule. It actually causes the earth to move. It's pretty amazing when they fire those things up. I was just coming into a track. Oh gosh, where were we? We were in Florida. It was probably about a month and a half ago. And one of the Top Fuel engines blew up, and it's basically a bomb. It's a nitro bomb. It blew up just a few yards away from where I was. The man next to me ducked. He heard a bomb go off. Thankfully, no parts went flying, or if they did, they landed in a place where nobody got hurt. I mean, nobody got hurt. Some people had a hard time hearing for a while after that, the ones that were real close to it. Like there were people right there working on the engine when it blew. It's pretty amazing how much power they have. Jade, you ought to check it out. I'll bet you've got some tracks local to you that you'd go check out some of, even if it's just the lower classes. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but some of the beginning classes where people just bring their street bikes in to see how much faster they are than their friends. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot that goes into it. Once you get up to the top, of course, you're dealing with engineers that are, um, you know, world class. But the beginning stages, it's just a bunch of guys and gals with wrenches and, sticking their noses in, trying to figure out how to make it go faster. It's a lot of fun. I don't do dirt bikes. We don't follow a dirt bike series. My husband is a chaplain with 3 different drag race series, so he travels all around. I'd say the middle of the United States and the eastern and southern parts of the U.S. So he's pretty busy. I think as far west as he goes is the Dakotas, and I don't know which Dakota. I'm not planning on going on that trip with him. It's a 2-week trip, I think, total for him, and I don't want to be gone that long. Yeah, there is a lot of dirt track racing around, especially where we live in Tennessee. You don't see as much of it in some other places. There are dirt tracks all over the place. I imagine there's a lot going on here in Georgia as well. That's a lot of fun. My cousins grew up riding dirt bikes and racing, and I wanted to. And my dad forbid me from racing motorcycles when I was a little girl. So here I am. I don't race, but I do enjoy it. We'll spin back around. They're still working on the track, trying to dry it off. Ah, you do dirt bikes. Good deal. Yesterday I was working at the scale. Track is a 1/4 mile, but they've also got an 1/8 mile that I think the top fuel was a 1/8 mile. I don't think they went full 1/4 mile. Just a 1/4 mile straight line. Point A, point B. Good morning. We don't have what you would traditionally call dirt bikes. We have a small collection of vintage Trail 90s that do very well on the dirt, getting around um, our ranch property, although none of them are running. Need to get that fixed. I'd like to have at least one running. I don't know how many we have. We have parts to put together, probably 3, but they all need a little bit of work. And let's see, that tractor in the background there. I did a lot of track prep this morning. There's my husband, the chaplain. Everybody wants to get out there. Thankfully, it's not hot. The sun is very intense, but the wind is really refreshing. If it was still right now, I'd be sad. I'm going to show you a guy in full leathers. He would be very sad if it wasn't a little bit breezy right now. I apologize for how much I move around. I don't have a gimbal. How much horsepower do they have? I don't know. I really don't. It's all over the spectrum, the different bikes and the different classes. Obviously, the nitros have a whole lot more, but I don't know. I don't know why he's not in the shade, honestly. It's hot. The burnouts are fun to watch. You definitely ought to go see some track racing. Bradley and DJ Brizzle, I did not remove your messages. I don't know why they were removed, just so you know. What it shows me, it says message retracted. I don't know why. That would be something that Facebook did, I suppose, because I don't have any moderators. And even if I saw something that I didn't like, I wouldn't know how to remove it. So I don't know if Facebook removed it or what. I'm going to zoom out because this thing is jumping all over the place. 44 people watching. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, you can give me a thumbs down if you want to as well. I don't really care. Consider subscribing. I do the drag race stuff probably 2 or 3 times a month, I would imagine. Just depends on what's going on locally. We live real close to Thunder Valley in Bristol, Tennessee. So there are times I go down there and I enjoy some of that. Then there's also all the other stuff that goes along with living right next to a speedway. Most of my content is farm-based because we raise ducks and goats, and we have a ranch property that's got a lot of forest. So a lot of my stuff is more outdoor nature-y stuff. And then just to make sure everybody knows the polar opposite, I come out and take care of some drag racing stuff as well. So if you don't mind subscribing, that'd be awesome.
Following that, we're going to take an hour and a half.
Thank you, Jade. I appreciate that.
So, we got about 4 pairs here to go. Start right where we left off. Okay. Thank you for your patience.
Are you with one of the bikes? I saw you talking to the gentleman in the leather over there.
Yeah, that's Johnny.
Okay. What bike is he on? Because he's racing. I can tell. Nobody wears that unless they're on bike.
He's racing. I believe his bike is. Let's see. Hold on. That's Rocky's bike.
Oh, okay.
And then I think he's running against the pig guy. I don't know him.
Oh, okay.
Wild Pig.
Okay.
And I think Johnny's bike is still.
Oh, he's back there a little bit.
Still up there.
Okay. Good deal.
And yeah, is this your first time here?
No, my first time at this track. Yeah, it is. I'm just doing a YouTube live right now, and one of the guys asked me what's the horsepower, and I know it's different, obviously, for that top fuel and the funnies, and it's all different.
It's all different.
Yeah.
And I'm learning myself, and I've been coming to him for a long time, but I don't pay attention to stuff like that. You know, if it's not in my circle, well, you know what the hell.
Yes.
But I found out that on the track,
on the tree. Yeah.
That because it's different classes.
That
this one might go off first, and then that one might go off second.
Oh yes, sure, right, yeah.
It doesn't have to do with how
many
miles an hour they go. It has to do with how long it took them to get into track.
Right, and they can't get there too fast for their class, and
they can't
crazy.
Because then there's a lot of quinky dinks.
I know. I was talking to one of the riders yesterday, and he was saying he's got a couple of bikes. I think he's entered in 6 classes.
Today he's here
this weekend. Yeah, so he has 5 or 6 classes. I'm thinking it was 6. He has to tune his bike up or down depending on what class he's in, because he's got 2 bikes running. I think
different ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So he, in order to qualify for that one, he has to tune it down, and then so he's doing a lot of mathematics, which isn't my.
And who would have thought that? You know what I mean? Seriously. Yeah. So Jimmy Vickers, where's Jimmy? Johnny Vickers, excuse me.
Oh, he's right. He's got the yellow bike, right?
No, he doesn't race.
Oh,
he builds race. He used to race.
Okay.
But they have a place in North Carolina, and they build bikes.
Okay.
And they used to do them from frame up.
Okay.
And now they're doing. It's like they're putting in the special stuff.
Okay.
Bikes, and he builds all.
Just another more fine tuning.
So he's got like 5 of the top bikes
Oh, nice.
were his bikes that he built.
Okay, what
And
about?
Walter right there, the guy that's in the black leather,
Uh-huh.
he works for Johnny.
Okay.
And yeah. So in Orville, who Orville walked away, he comes he doesn't race really anymore. Although
Uh-huh.
he said this was going to be the deciding point whether he was going to continue racing or not. He had a kidney taken out, he had cancer.
Oh,
He had part of a lung taken out.
Okay.
So but he still wants to do it.
right. Yeah, for sure.
But then if you get the willies in your head, you don't need to be on a nitro bike going down
No.
going on a track.
No.
So we were supposed to be his crew.
Okay.
So we haven't been to a race in probably 3 years.
Oh,
We used to
wow.
go to
Okay.
quite often, and we're going to go on cross country this year or
Okay.
next year. I'm not sure. So we just bought another camper, and we hadn't had a camper
Okay.
in a long time.
Okay, well, yeah.
So we have a toy hauler where we can take the motorcycle.
Nice.
And I forgot what the hell I was talking about. You see what happens when you
I
get
know.
like that?
I agree. Me too. My
No?
mind's going in 4 different
I
directions.
tell you what, and I try not to ramble.
Ah.
But I was disappointed Orville didn't race. And you know how much
Yeah.
it costs every time you have to come up here,
No.
load up and do all of that?
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm talking, I mean, he's got a beautiful fifth wheel. He's got a huge bike.
Yeah, it is expensive.
And Walter's run his bike.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I don't know, a couple $3,000 to come up.
I talked to one
And then if you don't
racer.
come do it.
Yeah. Talked to a racer last year. They canceled Bristol because of weather. I think that was last year. He said it saved him $2,000 by not running the race.
Yeah.
So he
the
wasn't
guy
upset about it.
that owned the
No, he just he
one
was
of the
he had a bike.
racers.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he has a bike. He said it was going to be he doesn't own a race, so he was going to rent one. But when he put the fuel and the insurance and the rig
cost to
and
get in.
entry fee and all and his crew and everything, it was going to cost him $2,000 to come race at Bristol. So he didn't mind. It didn't cost him any points because it cost everybody points, right? I mean, everybody lost the ability to get any points that race. So he was excited about that. He said, that's money in my pocket. He's actually one of the top. He's not here. He runs with AMRA. He's one of their top racers in
What's
his
his name?
division. You know, I wish I knew names.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
I know.
Orville would probably know him because he just changed his division. He's been racing for many years.
I want to. I don't even. I think the guy runs.
Where's he out of?
I don't think I weigh in. I want to say he's Pro Fuel. I think he's Pro Fuel because I give him. I sit at the end of the track and give him ice water when they finish their run, and he's one of the ones I give ice water to. So he'd be Pro Fuel. Yeah. But anyway,
Bristol was the last race that we were at before we came here, and this
okay.
is the first time we've been here. From what I hear, this place used to
jam packed. Have
you been here?
No, this is my first year.
Oh, okay. Your first time too.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
No. Well, drag racing itself as a sport has lost a lot of the spectators. It's unfortunate.
That's Mr. Vickers, who has all the wonderful motorcycles.
There we go. Good deal. Maybe someday
He's
we'll
a hardworking guy too. You know,
somebody wants to see the motorcycles.
he's a CEO and a big president, and he's out here sweating.
Good for him wearing black on a sunny day. Look at you. You're wearing black too. It's hot.
This is
Yeah, I see that. Good deal. Have you been to Sturgis during Bike Week?
No.
It's crazy.
No,
it's
Orville
not
went
worth
out to
it.
race.
It's not worth it.
And I wouldn't go. It's too many people.
Oh,
I'm going to go to Sturgis. We're going to go to Sturgis, but we're going to go
Okay.
not during an event per se.
Dave is going to be. It must be the
Sturgis is coming up, I believe.
He's going to that. I'm not going to that with him. That's the one. Okay, so he's going to be in western South Dakota. I was wondering where that one was. He's going to be gone 10 days, and we've got a ranch, and I just don't want to be gone that long. The pet sitter alone is almost $100 a day.
Oh yeah.
So every time we go away, I'm like, oh,
yes,
yikes! I mean,
yep. Does pet insurance cover that?
No.
If you needed to board,
no, we've got too many critters, and
right.
The guy who takes care of them does everything right. It's wonderful. It's hard to find someone that'll take care of farm animals.
I have a rabbit.
Okay.
Okay, and it wasn't anything I wanted. My neighbor calls me up. We live in Three Rivers in Fort White, um, by where the Itchituttony and the Swanee and the
Oh,
Santa
really?
Fe
Oh,
all merge. So
yeah. Okay.
our development's Three Rivers because we've got access to all of those rivers.
Okay.
But my neighbor calls. He says, "Have you seen the rabbit?"
Oh,
I go, "What rabbit?" I mean, we have coyotes and stuff.
Oh,
He
yeah.
says, "There's a rabbit in the yard. It's been here a couple days." I said, "All right." So I go over and I'm looking. Didn't see it, so I had to borrow a trap from a friend,
Right.
and it took me a couple days to catch the rabbit.
And it was a domestic rabbit
It
that
was
somebody had
somebody's
let
pet
go.
that was
Oh.
it litter train, and it was a big rabbit. You know,
Oh, my
it was
goodness.
white, one of those what do they call it, great
New
white something,
Zealand or
New Zealand whiter.
yeah.
And so I'm like, my niece happens to be there because we've been on the water,
Okay.
floating. And I said, honey, if Aunt Dorothy catches this rabbit, can you find it a home?
Uh-huh.
No problem. No problem, Aunt Dorothy. So I catch the rabbit.
Uh-huh.
Weeks go by. She said, with no home for the poor little rabbit.
Right.
If I took it to the pound, they'd euthanize it.
Oh, no.
I went to my feed store because I feed the deer and other
Right.
critters around the neighborhood. And I said, "Do you know anybody that takes rabbits?" They go, "Oh yeah." They eat some of them. I went, "Okay."
Yeah.
And I mean, I just, I'd fallen in love with her already. And
Right.
because she worked at a clinic, I got it fixed under her dime.
Perfect.
I had to learn, that they needed wood because their teeth keep growing.
Right.
I had to go get the book at the library.
Oh, you can clip
Rabbits
them.
for dummy.
You can clip them too. I used to clip my rabbits too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a fun
I'm not
process.
gonna keep no.
Let me
I'm
just
gonna
get off the
wood.
live. Hey guys, I'm going to get off the live. They're shutting things down because they're going to have to work the track. Obviously, when they bring out the tractor, they're not racing motorcycles. So I'll be checking in a little bit. You guys have a good day.
Peace out.
Come back.